It starts on a normal day. People are walking, cars are moving, life feels safe. Then, without any warning, the air changes. A deep sound rises, like the world itself is crying. In the middle of the city, space begins to tear apart. Not fire, not smoke. A dark, moving line in the air. This is not an explosion. This is the rip. At first, no one understands what they are seeing. Phones come out. People record. Some laugh, thinking it is a trick. But the line grows wider. The light around it bends. Buildings near it begin to crack, as if they are being pulled by an invisible force. The sound becomes louder, sharper, painful. Panic spreads in seconds. Scientists rush to their screens. Cameras from all over the world show the same thing. The rip is not in one place. It is appearing everywhere. Small at first, then growing, tearing the sky like paper. No one has seen anything like this before. There are no answers, only fear. Sirens scream through the streets. People run. Some fall, some freeze, unable to move, staring at the impossible sight above them. When the rip opens wider, something happens that changes everything. Objects begin to vanish. A car lifts from the road and disappears into the dark space. A building wall breaks apart, pulled toward the tear. This is no longer a mystery. This is a threat. News channels go live non-stop. One question repeats again and again. What is the rip? No one knows. Is it a doorway? A weapon? A mistake? The world's leaders demand answers, but science has none to give. Every second, the rip grows stronger. Then comes the first loss. A rescue team moves too close. The ground breaks beneath them. In one blink, they are gone. No bodies, no sound, just empty space. The room watching the footage falls silent. This is not just danger. This is the beginning of something far worse. A warning spreads across the globe. Stay inside. Stay away from the sky. But it is already too late. The rip is alive, moving, spreading. It does not follow rules. It does not stop. And deep inside the darkness, something waits. As hours pass, fear turns into chaos. The rip does not stay in one place. It moves slowly, like it is searching. New tiers appear in the sky, smaller but growing fast. Roads split open. Power cuts out. Cities go dark, one by one. The world that once felt strong now feels weak and helpless. Inside control rooms, experts argue and panic. Screens show maps filled with red marks. Every red mark is a rip. Every rip means danger. Satellites fail when they pass near it. Drones lose signal and fall from the sky. Even sound behaves strangely. Sometimes there is silence. Sometimes there is a scream-like noise that hurts the ears and shakes the heart. People trapped near the rip feel something strange. Time feels slow. Breathing becomes hard. Some say they see shadows moving inside the tear. Others hear voices calling their names. No one knows if it is real or fear playing tricks. But one thing is clear. The rip is not empty. Hospitals overflow with injured people, not just from falling buildings, but from something else. People touched by the light of the rip change. Their eyes lose focus. Their skin feels cold. Doctors cannot explain it. These people do not feel pain. They do not sleep. They just stare, as if part of them is no longer here. Governments declare emergencies. Borders close. Flights are canceled. The world tries to stop, hoping the rip will stop too. But it doesn't. Instead, it grows bolder. One massive tear opens above the ocean. The water below rises, spinning into the sky, pulled into darkness. Waves crash into cities far away. Nature itself is losing control. Families are separated. Parents lose children in crowds. Emergency messages play again and again, but people stop listening. Fear is louder than any warning. Social media fills with last messages, shaky videos, prayers, and screams. The world is watching itself fall apart in real time. Then comes the moment that changes hope into terror. From inside one of the largest rips, something moves forward. Not clearly seen, but clearly felt. The air becomes heavy. Animals run. People drop to their knees without knowing why. Whatever is inside the rip is not just power. It is presence. This is no accident. This is no natural event. The rip has a purpose, and the world is standing in its way. When the world is on the edge of collapse, a small group is brought together in secret. They are not heroes. They are not soldiers looking for glory. They are people who understand one thing very clearly. If nothing is done, there will be no tomorrow. Hidden deep underground, away from the sky, they begin their race against time. At the center of the group is a scientist who has studied strange space events for years. Long ago, their warnings were ignored. Now every world leader wants answers. The data shows a terrible truth. The rip is not random. It is reacting, learning. Every attempt to stop it makes it grow stronger, like it is feeding on fear and force. One member of the team believes the rip is a door, not just opening into darkness, but connecting two worlds. Another fears it is a wound in reality itself, bleeding into our world. They argue, voices shaking, knowing that every minute wasted costs lives. Outside, cities continue to fall. A risky plan is formed. Instead of fighting the rip, they will try to enter it, to understand it from the inside. The idea sounds insane. No one who has gone near it has returned. But there is no other choice. If the rip cannot be closed from this side, maybe it can be reached from the other. As the team prepares, emotions break through the fear. Messages are recorded for families, just in case they do not return. Hands shake. Eyes fill with tears. This is not bravery without fear. This is courage born from fear. They know they may be walking into nothingness. The closer they get to the rip, the more the world feels wrong. Gravity shifts. Lights flicker. The sky looks cracked, like broken glass. The dark tear moves slowly, like it is watching them. Waiting. When they step forward, alarms scream. Instruments fail. Logic stops making sense. Then something unexpected happens. The rip reacts to one of them. The dark space pulses, almost like a heartbeat. The team realizes a shocking truth. The rip is not only connected to the world, it is connected to them. This mission is no longer about saving the world. It is personal now. As they stand at the edge of the rip, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. This is not just a tear in the sky. It is a choice. A mistake made long ago, finally demanding a price. Memories flash. Old tests. Hidden files. A signal sent into the dark years before. And something answered. Inside the rip, reality twists. Time does not move forward. It folds. Moments from the past and future crash together. The team sees cities before they fall, and after they are gone. They understand now. The rip was never meant to destroy, it was meant to connect. But something went wrong. A voice echoes from the darkness. Calm. Cold. Not angry, but disappointed. It speaks of balance, of worlds taking too much, of doors opening that should have stayed closed. Humanity was never supposed to find what it found. And now the cost must be paid. The team faces an impossible choice. Close the rip and lose everything it holds, including the people already taken. Or let it stay open and allow the world to slowly disappear. There is no perfect ending, only sacrifice. One of them steps forward. The rip reacts, glowing brighter than ever before. This is the only way. A life for a world. The others scream, but it is too late. The light explodes outward, silent and blinding. Then, stillness. The sky begins to heal. The tears shrink. The sound fades. Across the world, people look up in disbelief. The nightmare is ending. But the silence feels heavy, like something unfinished. Because deep in the darkness, one thin line remains. The rip is closed. But it is not gone. The rip coming soon.